This is a prophecy. God will use diamonds to gather in this coming great harvest. 1 billion soul harvest is coming to the church. Imagine this. Imagine 1,000 people a week joining your church. Myself and Rick Joyner share about this prophetic reality. Be encouraged. Take a look. Be sure to subscribe and press alert to get new notifications of new success secrets made available on VFNtv. Dutch Sheets is speaking specifically how an angel appeared in Washington, D.C., showed up in the legislature office there, where the president walks in and gives the State of the Union and decreed, America shall be saved. This is a prophetic encounter with God. Also, that 2020 is a hinge year, a significant year. Get ready. God's doing some awesome things. Let's join now. So did you know God has a whistle? He talks about it in his word, but he showed me this whistle. This is what happened was, he literally gave me this whistle. God gave me this whistle, and I'm in what I call a secret place where I seek the Lord, and I was holding this whistle. He said, blow on it. It didn't look like a standard whistle. It was just big, long, like glass situation. And I blew on it, and like wind went through it, but it didn't make any sound. And he said, this whistle, this takes diamonds. I mean, he didn't say money, he didn't say gold, he says, this takes diamonds. For a moment, I'm like, oh, I was kind of shaking a little bit. And then I said, that's right, kind of shook myself to realize, we're people of faith. So I held my hands over a made up bed, and I just said, diamonds be, in Jesus' name. And all of a sudden, these rough diamonds appeared. And I took all these diamonds, and I took them and poured them down into this whistle. And as I was filling great wealth into that whistle of God, all of a sudden, people came from everywhere. They were crowding in, pushing, taking doors off hinges. You couldn't even hold. Well, God's going to do, it's going to be a flood of people coming to God. This is what Dutch is talking about. This is what Pastor John Kilpatrick was talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is what God is doing. A great harvest is coming where people are just going to pour. I think about Morning Star with Rick Joyner talking how God has shown him. Can you imagine 1,000 people a week? 1,000 people a week joining your fellowship or your church. Millions, 1 billion souls getting saved. I mean, it's going to take everybody, all hands on deck. You need to prepare yourself for this harvest is coming. Become a disciple yourself. Get trained. The Lord showed me that he's going to raise up pastors. Maybe you're feeling there's something in your heart where you're called to be a pastor. Well, the Lord already showed me, possibly you, as I was calling out in this particular prophetic encounter with God, who is called to be a pastor, and people from all walks of life, mostly, all ages. And when I said, they started raising their hands up. And the next phase of the dream, God was showing me that he's gonna train you up. He's gonna pour his heart into your heart to give you a pastor's heart for his people. And we're talking like 10 trillion people you pastor. You can't pastor that many people. But it could be just a small group of believers that God's put you over to be able to help take care of them. Well, God is raising up pastors. And maybe that's you. If that's you, contact us, get a hold of your pastor, find out. So I think the Lord's calling me to be a pastor. And that's just so encouraging. There's nothing more encouraging to see somebody who has a pastor's heart for his people, because how we treat God, how we treat God's people is how we actually treat God. So it's just powerful. You're talking about this powerful. And I think about, the prayer movement that, I think he said, give 15. You can download that app, go to the App Store and download it. You go to DutchSheetsMinistry.org, I believe it is, DSM.org. But also, the Lord called us back in, I think it was 2008 or 2009, almost over 10 years ago. We're celebrating our 10th year anniversary of praying every Monday of every week for 24 hours over 10 years. I know it's like, it's just amazing, ups and downs, but we're celebrating that right now. But we learned that from, God taught us how to be able to have a concept of doing that through Mike Bickle, the International House of Prayer, Kansas City, who has a 24-hour prayer movement. Prayer movements have begun all over the earth now because of their faithfulness. Dutch Sheets as well has gone out and started prayer ministry in VFN Prayer and Fasting Community. That's what ours is. And you can start one in your church. It's so important to tap in to God. And there's like a harp and bowl ministry, call it Revelations 5:8, that as you pray, it's like an incense offering going up before God, and the bowls that are before the throne of God get filled with the prayers of the saints. And then God takes those prayers at some point in time and he just pours them over the nation, pours them over a people, pours them over where he wants to pour them. But it just builds up. And imagine just praying. I'm thinking about the Moravians. The Moravians, talking about a prayer movement. They prayed for 100 years. 100 years they prayed. And what came out of that? A lot of things came out of that. But a big thing that came out of it is the Great Awakening, which is the beginning of the birthing of America and the American Revolution and the Pilgrims coming over and, from persecution. And it was amazing what came out of that prayer movement. The education system, missionaries came out of that, and just so many different things. Well, over 10 years that we've been praying in that. And I thank God for all the faithfulness of those that are praying everywhere in the world. But you can do that in your own church. Just get connected. You want to find out more details, just contact us about that. But be a part of the prayer movement. Download Dutch Sheets' app to be able to get, take 15. And we're part of that call that comes in, just being able to pray for the president and pray for the nation. It's us together for him, for his glory, for his kingdom to come down. So these are exciting, exciting days. And part of that preparatory time, that's why I took that time to write that book, I Will Fight. You're seeing on your screen right now. I Will Fight 10 Strategies for Your Success. It was that dream, that encounter in the secret place that God showed me and gave me his whistle, and that it took diamonds. But once that whistle blows and the great wealth is put into this particular whistle, then you're looking at what God uses to gather the nations. He gathers them in for the harvest. And so you can prepare yourself. Get your copy right now. As a matter of fact, we'll send you pay for the ship, and we'll send you a free copy of it. Just go to VFNkb.com and get your free copy of I Will Fight to prepare yourself. And that dream and everything about it is in there. Wait. Don't go anywhere. Subscribe. Listen, together we can touch the world. That's right. Subscribe below. Right. Wait. Don't go away. Subscribe. We're going to touch the world. A lot of people want to abide with the Lord, but they just don't have a plan to do it. You can request that plan today at iabide.org. Hey, be sure to check us out at VFNkb.com and also join the VFNkb community at VFNkbcommunity.com. Listen, your success is our success. Our success is your success. And our success together is kingdom success.